Hello everyone and welcome back to another semester of Lights, Camera, Akron. I'm Brendan O'Hara.
And I'm Maddie Watkins.
Now it certainly has been a busy summer for us here at LCA with a lot happening on campus.
That's right, we've got a new style, new hosts, and a new producer.
But we're still committed to bringing you the latest here at the University of Akron.
Let's start things off with a unique opportunity for female students here at UA.
Maddie gives us an inside look at Pink Gloves Boxing.
Hi, I'm here with Erin Hopkins. She is one of the Pink Glove boxing instructors here at the University of Akron Rec Center that we just started up this semester. So tell me a little bit about it.
So it's a female empowerment-based boxing class where you learn your basic boxing moves. There's 8 hits. You'll learn some ducks, pivots, slips. It's just a good foundation for girls to get together and work out together, and it's something that a lot of them have never tried before, but it's just your basic boxing class. You'll never get punched in the face. There's no sparring, I promise. It's more of a fitness workout boxing class.
I got the chance to throw on a pair of gloves, and Erin walked me through some of the punches. I like these gloves. So do they get these gloves?
Yeah, so those gloves, you'll get gloves, wrist straps, a bag, a booklet that we're going to use every week, and a couple other, like a wristband and a keychain, all for $85. You get brand new. So we're just going to quickly run through simple punches. So your 1 is straight out in front of you. You're taking a little step with your foot, rotating your hips and shoulders. There you go. And then your 2 is your power punch, where you're going to use your back leg, twist and pivot right out in front of you, rotate your hips. Perfect. All right, so let's just throw 3 1s and then 3 2s, okay?
Sounds good.
Ready?
Let's do this.
1, 1, and 3 2. 2, 2, 2.
So how did you get started with Pink Gloves boxing?
So the manager down on the fitness floor, her name is Angie Carilla. She decided to bring this program here, and she just kind of offered it out to a bunch of us, saying like, this is really awesome, it's female empowerment, it's boxing, I know you've never done it before, but we'll train you and we'll give you all the tools to go for it. And it's been a blast so far. I've had so much fun with it.
Have you ever taken boxing before?
I never took boxing before. That training class that I just talked about was 2 days. It was a full weekend of boxing. I was exhausted afterwards, but we made it through.
Nice. Is the class like every week, or how does the class work?
So you'll sign up for, it runs twice a week for 10 weeks. So you get a total of 20 boxing classes, and once you sign up, you're in that same class for those 10 weeks with those same girls, that same instructor. So you really start to build that a bond, that community. You'll honestly probably get about, if there's 10 girls in your class, 10 new workout partners, 10 new friends. But it's a close community environment, and you'll be with those girls twice a week, every single week for the next 10 weeks.
That's so cool. What are you most excited for this semester?
I think seeing the changes in the girls, because it really is female empowerment, and like I said, even that training class in the beginning, I was like critiquing myself the entire time, like staring at myself in the mirror, and then by the end I was just like, I'm strong, I've got this, like I'm a girl and I'm kicking butt. Like at the end of it, I kind of want to see the growth of these girls. Like yes, they're learning boxing skills, but I also want them to have like a little bit more self-esteem in the gym, a little bit more self-esteem in life, and being like happy and proud of themselves. So really the like mental and emotional journey is what I'm kind of excited for.
Good. Well, it sounds awesome. Thank you.
That was some great work, Maddie, but I should make a mental note not to make you angry.
I actually liked it so much that I decided to become an instructor, so I'm excited.
That is awesome. But with that, we've reached our first commercial break. More when we come back.
Are your children in the right car seat for their age and size? It may be too late to check when you're on the road. Fortunately, you're on the couch. Don't think you know. Know you know.
Hi, I'm Matt Wilson, and you're watching Lights, Camera, Akron.
Welcome back, everyone. Speaking of recent changes on campus, Springboard completely upgraded and is now Brightspace.
And I'm 6 years into college and I was just learning Springboard, and then they change everything. So LCA's Brittany Francis is going to give us a tutorial on how it works.
As everyone may have noticed, Springboard has transitioned into Brightspace this fall semester. Brightspace is an upgraded version of Springboard with a few new features, including easier navigation. First, I will show you 2 separate ways to access your courses. You can begin by clicking once on the icon with the tiny squares located in the upper right-hand corner. This will prompt a drop-down menu which will list all enrolled courses for this semester. By clicking on the courses from the menu, you will be able to access the course. However, Brightspace has incorporated widgets to help make access even easier. With your course menu open, located all the way to the right of your courses, you will see a push pin icon. If you click on the push pin and it becomes a solid blue color, you have now created a widget for that specific course and can access it directly from the home page. Your home page will now look like this. Next, I will show you how to personalize notifications. This means you can have course announcements emailed or texted to you directly if you do not want to access Brightspace. You can begin by starting from the home page and clicking on the icon in the upper right-hand corner that either has the outline of a person or your own picture if you have updated your personal profile. Then you will click on Notifications in the drop-down menu, and you will be directed to the Notifications page. Under Contact Methods, your student email address is automatically preset. If you wish to send your notifications elsewhere, you can change the preferred email or phone number. You can choose to have an email summary of course activity, daily or never. If you choose to add your phone number and receive text for announcements, you can select how many times a day you wish to receive them. You can select a preset limit or select no limit. Brightspace even allows you to check if you prefer receiving different announcements, assignments, content, and grades, either from email or text messaging. You can take the customization a step further by checking whichever boxes you wish to include grade value and notifications from grades, allow past courses to send notifications, allow future courses to send notifications, and finally allow inactive courses to send notifications. When you're all finished selecting notifications, you can click Save. Finally, I will show you how to set up future tasks located within your calendar that gives students a visual of upcoming deadlines. It is located on the home page in the bottom right-hand corner. You must first click on the word Calendar and a new page will open, expanding the different functions of the calendar. To set a task for a specific day, you can click on the day and the month you want on the calendar to the right. To add your task, you can begin typing below Tasks in the text box and then click Enter. You can add a due date by selecting the task you created, and the option to set a date will appear. Select your desired date and click on the SD card icon to save the changes. You can even take it a step further by adding notes below the due date. Click Add Note and then click on the date to save your changes. Now you have successfully added a task to your agenda that is visible every time you open up your calendar window. The task will display with an unchecked box until you have completed the task and checked the box yourself. Then the task will disappear from your calendar window unless you wish to view completed tasks, in which case you will then click on those words and completed tasks will reappear. In just a few minutes, everyone has learned how to find their courses, personalize notifications, and create an agenda while using the new Brightspace. Good luck this semester, fellow Zips!
Wow, I actually never knew some of those things, so that was really helpful. Thank you, Brittany.
And we've got another commercial break coming up, so during that time, I'm going to go check out Brightspace and put some of those skills to the test.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of LCA. Today on... Excuse me.
Welcome back, everyone. Cigarettes, e-cigarettes, vapes, and even chewing tobacco. Under new university policy, all of those are now banned on campus.
There certainly were a lot of questions regarding the ban, so Brendan looked more into it to answer some of those questions.
Welcome to our tobacco and smoke-free campus. Now, you may have seen signs like this pop around over the summer, and they're everywhere this fall, on buildings, outside of buildings. But what does it mean for students and faculty, both smokers and non-smokers? I met with President Wilson in his Bookdale Hall office to discuss the origins of the ban. He explained the conversations surrounding the ban actually go back to a 2012 study by the Cleveland Clinic to see how Ohio campuses were stacking up against other schools who had banned tobacco and the benefits those bans provided.
What they found was that Ohio was lagging the rest of the nation in terms of banning tobacco products from campuses, and so they approached the Ohio State Board of Regents.
And the University of Akron, along with many other schools, began to formulate a plan of action, and that plan finally came to fruition on July 1st of this year.
Yeah, really anything that emits smoke, and whether that's cigarette, whether that's a cigar, whether that's an e-cigarette, anything of the like, all of those products are banned.
I also asked President Wilson about the student response.
The feedback that I have received thus far has been quite positive. There have been many students, faculty, staff who have been concerned by the effects of secondhand smoke, who have approached me with feelings of gratitude.
And while he also explained there were some concerns among students and staff, we also found the general reaction to be positive.
I think it's definitely a good improvement on the campus because, when you're walking out of school, you don't really want to smell that and everything.
I grew up in a household where my mom used to smoke a lot around me, and it would really just affect me. And then I watched videos in high school about smoking and how it can destroy your lungs and all that stuff. And I'm in band, so I need my lungs.
Smoking was a little bit intrusive on this campus for the past few years, so honestly, it's good to see it done away with. It smells bad.
I agree with it. I'm an asthmatic, so I'm tired of smelling smoke all over the place, so I agree with it. Be healthy. Keep your lungs together.
But what about those students and faculty who do smoke? What options does the university provide to them?
We actually have a program through our student health services that any student can avail themselves of that will help with tobacco cessation. Another thing that our student health services can do beyond that program is to prescribe certain aids such as nicotine patches and the like to help folks out there as well. And then on our website we have a list of resources that are offered by the county here that help out with tobacco cessation as well.
And that list is available at www.uakron.edu/tobacco-free. I also spoke off camera with some students and faculty who did smoke, and while they didn't feel their rights were being infringed upon, they were skeptical about the enforcement of the ban.
Absolutely. It's something we'll be following for sure. And make sure you keep following along with us after this break.
Recently, our country has witnessed catastrophic devastation. Hurricanes and flooding have upended lives and livelihoods.
Across this great country, Americans have answered the call.
That special calling that compels us, when others are down, to step up and do whatever it takes.
America's at her best when, against all odds, we come together and lift each other up.
Please donate to oneamericaappeal.org. America needs you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to Lights, Camera, Akron. UA School of Law was recently renovated and they just opened their brand new building.
LCA's Naquan James got the opportunity to see the new changes and got the inside scoop.
After 2 years at $21 million in renovations, the University Akron School of Law is officially up and running.
Recently, members of the U Akron community gathered to officially mark the grand opening of the C. Blake Medall Law Center. President Matthew Wilson was one of the honored guests at this event, and he had this to say about the law school.
I truly think that we were able, in realizing this project, to focus on building the new. There were a lot of discussions. Where should this building be located? Should we tear down the entire building? Should we rebuild? Should we renovate? Should we go across the street? Should we stay right here? I know that there were a lot of hours that were talked about those types of things. But as you look at building the new, it's amazing to see what happened. We reimagined the space. For those of you who are familiar with this building, probably standing here today, this might be the only part of the building you actually recognize. And I'm sorry we do not have the Holiday Inn carpet anymore. It truly is amazing to see what happens when you focus on the new.
I spoke with Leah Evans. She is the Director of Alumni Development and a 2012 graduate of Akron Law. She tells me some concerns that the university had about the law school before its renovation was that it was dated and it was not up to speed with modern legal education. Renovation offers amazing features and opportunities for students and faculty. It sets us apart from many other law schools. This is what Leah had to say about it.
Akron Law is well positioned to compete with other law schools across the country because we now have state-of-the-art legal facilities, and that's something that we're really, really proud of. Akron Law prides itself as being a law school that excels in the area of trial advocacy. We now have the David and Ann Amer Brennan ceremonial courtroom, which is just downstairs. That's a 125-seat courtroom classroom. We have we've got a bench and jury deliberation room, judges' chambers, a jury box. That kind of courtroom setting gives us all kinds of different opportunities that we didn't have before and many other law schools across the country don't have now.
Innovations include 2 new courtrooms with technology, a judge and jury suite, a chamber suite, and a jury deliberation room, study spaces, a cafe and a courtyard, and 2 new 75-seat classrooms. The new law school should not just attract law students, but all members of the UA community. Leah explains how.
This building is such a beautiful place, and it's a new gem on the University of Akron's campus. We've added a cafe into our McDowell Common area, and that's something that we kind of did deliberately because we want people to recognize what is happening at Akron Law, and by giving them an opportunity to set foot in the building. Maybe it's just because they're going to get a cup of coffee, but they're coming into our building when they might not have otherwise had an opportunity to do that, or really a reason to do that, is very exciting for us.
For more information on what the law school has to offer, log on to www.uakron.edu. Naquan James, Lights, Camera, Akron.
That building looks absolutely stunning.
It is so nice and so big, and I'm definitely going to be checking out that cafeteria.
Well, speaking of food, that brings us to our next break. We'll be back shortly.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Birthday.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Welcome back, everyone.
We're going to send it right over to the newsroom with Zoe and check out our headlines.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the University of Akron. With a new semester on the rise, great things are in the works for us here at the university. According to the official enrollment census, new freshman enrollment increased 8.1% with 3,722 more students than last year. The average freshman GPA stands at 3.48, which is the highest it's ever been. There was also a 5.7% increase among the enrollment for the School of Law. And guess what, Zips? The Book Delight is back. The University of Akron's 128-year-old student-run newspaper returns from a semester-long break. The Book Delight got a new makeover, which primarily consists of a new online format with several special edition prints that will be made throughout the semester. The University of Akron and Bredan City Schools have signed an agreement to give the opportunity to students to complete college-level courses and receive credit while attending high school. The new program will be called the Bredan High School College Program. Now, how about those gen ed courses? This year, starting with the graduating class of 2021, a new general education program is being implemented. There will be more flexibility with course selections that help students create an area of concentration outside of their major while connecting it at the same time. With this new curriculum for students, job prospects look even brighter here at the university. Another benefit of being a student at Akron is the new bike share program. With a collaboration between John S. and James L. Knight Foundation, Summit Cycling Center, and the university, any student with a valid zip card can rent out a shiny red bicycle and use one. Well, I think that's it for weekly headlines. Make sure to tune in to Lights Camera Akron for news and accomplishments here at the University of Akron. Back to you guys in the studio.
Welcome back to Lights Camera Akron. Now, our producer Riley actually started a brand new segment this semester called Zips Fix.
We'll be covering different organizations each show, and LCA's Ramon got to check out the Fitzgerald Society for Entrepreneurship this week.
Let's see what it's all about.
Hi, my name is Will Armstrong, and I'm the president of the Fitzgerald Society for Entrepreneurship. So I started the Fitzgerald Society because as a freshman, I went to the Entrepreneurship Club, and I just didn't feel like I was getting value out of it. So it was inactive the last year, so I rebranded it into the Fitzgerald Society for Entrepreneurship with the goal to bring different majors together and create a collaborative environment for people who want to start their own business. So the way we run our meetings is we'll be up there and we'll lecture, and then we have a lot of networking and group activity. So it's a lot of hands-on, actually solving problems and talking with others in the club. And you also get exposure to real entrepreneurs in the Akron area who've been through it, who know their mistakes, and they'll help you out. We want to inspire creativity and have people pursuing their passions and doing something that they love for the rest of their lives.
My name is Carson Nethers. I'm the treasurer of the Fitzgerald Society for Entrepreneurship. These are just life skills that, really benefit anyone.
And as I mentioned, we're here to create value for you. I've been to a lot of clubs where I go and I feel like I'm getting nothing out of it. And if I'm going at 7 o'clock at night on a Monday, I want to be getting something out of it. Our mission is to create a collaborative environment for like-minded people that want to start their own ventures and don't want to work for someone their whole life. Students will gain inspiration and the courage to actually take action and start their own businesses. Thinking about something's one thing, but actually doing it is another. And we want to give students the opportunity to act on their thoughts and actually start making some money from their passions. We're going to help students by creating value, and the way we want to differentiate from other organizations is we want to have a lot of hands-on real-world activity. For example, if you were going to apply to be an LLC, we're going to have you submitting a form and actually filling it out to the Secretary of State instead of just teaching you how to do that. A large goal for us this semester is to just spread awareness about our organization. Since we're a new club on campus, we really want to get a lot of new members, and I know there are people out there who want to work for themselves. So we just want to get the word out there and get people from different majors to understand that anyone can be an entrepreneur. You don't have to be a business major. You don't even need to have an idea. So one of our main features is at the end of the semester, we're going to hold a Shark Tank competition so you can apply what you've learned throughout the semester. And we'll get into groups, and the winning team actually has a chance to win a cash prize. So FSC meets every Mondays from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. in Student Union Room 308.
That organization sounds so helpful for anyone wanting to start their own business.
Absolutely. But it looks like that's all the time we have left, so be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at ZTV-LCA for the latest. I'm Brendan O'Hara.
And I'm Maddie Watkins. Thanks for watching Lights, Camera, Akron here on ZTV.
This program was produced by ZTV at the University of Akron. To find out how you can make Emmy-winning media, visit the UA School of Communication online. ZTV. Make media. Make a difference.